Greetings. Today I want to speak to you concerning frequencies and paradigm shift, because we all vibrate on certain frequency, because everything is actually energy, vibration and frequency, and our existence here, we are here as actually a mass of energy. And so if you look at a radio, or you look at a television, you look at the cell phone, you look at the internet, a computer, all of those things are actually a replicate of you. And that replicate is to show you that you can only bring forth or manifest that which you are. And so each and every one of us are actually vibrating on a certain frequency. And whatever frequency we are vibrating on, that is what would be displayed in our life. So in simple terms, we are all naked before each other. And so you cannot hide behind religion or behind anything that you would try to use to give you false identity. Now, when it comes to frequency and paradigm, it is very important for you to understand that when you've been expressed here on the face of this planet, that you came here being crippled and you came here being dumb. You couldn't speak and you couldn't walk. So all of these motor skills were actually taught to you, plus the other things that you come to acknowledge, they basically were taught to you by your parents. So you can see how things can pass down, because whatever you impress upon the subconscious mind of a child from the time of birth to the age of 7 or 8, that is what will definitely shape the rest of their life, unless they make an attempt to be open-minded and learn to think for themselves. And so, my brother and my sisters, you can be programmed on a certain frequency all of your life if you never question anything. So my encouragement to you is to question everything and be attached to nothing. Because when you allow yourself to be programmed, you will find yourself in a paradigm. And when you find yourself in a paradigm, it's like a box. And it's like you just keep repeating the same thing over and over. Yet you are seeking for change in your life, but you are not willing to do certain things to have change in your life. And that is why you're told that for you to experience transformation, it could only come by the renewing of your mind. And that is how it would take a paradigm shift to set you on a different frequency, to have you vibrating also differently. It is for you to change your belief system. And that is what will give you a paradigm shift. And so when it comes to people being brainwashed and people being set free, it all have to do with frequency and paradigm shift. So my brother and my sisters, if you want to experience a paradigm shift in your life, you have to be willing to unlearn and relearn. You have to be willing to reprogram your subconscious mind. And so I am speaking of all of these things just to highlight to you that the whole teaching of Neville Goddard and what was taught to him by his mentor Abdullah the Black Mystic from Ethiopia, it is a knowledge that have been passed down from generation to generation by our ancestors, who would have always taught, man, know thyself. But this knowledge was hidden from the masses, and they were given secular Christianity that is pointing them to look outwardly and to believe in a God outside of themselves. But mostly they were taught to believe in idolatry by worshipping the idol of their own oppressors, who oppress them and give them an image outside of themselves to believe and to worship. So Abdullah through the message of symbology or the language of symbology, he laid down this message of emancipation to free all of humanity from mental slavery by teaching us alchemy. And this alchemy is all about energy transmutation to bring you in the awareness of how thoughts become things, to bring you into the awareness of how you can transmute energy into matter, as what they refer to as changing lead into gold. But it is you transmuting energy into the equivalent of whatever you desire. So you can actually transmute energy into the equivalent of money by using your ability, by tapping into your creativity. But it takes you changing your mindset to vibrate on a certain frequency, and you breaking generational and family curse, which is actually breaking a paradigm shift. So get out of the old paradigm that you receive from your parents, because many of the rhetorics that you receive from your parents, they got them from the plantation, from their slave master. They drill those kind of belief into them. That is why earlier in my videos, I used to always put my hand on the top of my head and my crown chakra, okay, and give you the symbol of the single eye, which is the inner intelligence of that inner eye of intelligence that is within you, that must one day awake within you. And we grew up hearing our parents say never to put your hand on your head because it's a bad sign. It's as if someone in your family was killed or was murdered, or if you're grieving or anything like that. Yeah, they had a sad implication to it when it's supposed to be a joyful, happy implication. Just like the number 13, they make you believe it's a number of bad luck and so on. But no, you are the 13th one who's supposed to be in control of your 12 powers, your 12 strands of DNA. So my brother, my sisters, there's a lot of deprogramming that must take place, which is actually paradigm shift. You have to break that old paradigm of doubt, fear, guilt, shame, unbelief, because all of these things come with your religious upbringing. So you have to get rid of all of those and experience a paradigm shift in your life that will set you on the right frequency, because we are actually vibratory beings. So you got to vibrate on the right frequency to bring you into a place of joy, peace, happiness, and contentment. And that will bring you in alignment with the rest of nature. And as nature brings forth bountifully, so your life will bring forth bountifully. And that will equal happiness and contentment in your life. You live the best version of your life here on this planet. So with that being said, my brother and my sister, I believe I would have gotten my message across to you. And I want to thank you very much for listening to me. And I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you are listening to me, and what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you and it really resonates with you, I just want to encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you like to follow me on Instagram or you like to follow me on TikTok, you can definitely follow me at Black Mad Guru. And if you feel strongly led to support this work, I just want to remind you that we have a PayPal and the link is always down below. Also, you can choose to be a part of my Patreon community and support this work continually as we all come together as one entity using our power for the upliftment and advancement of the rest of humanity. And that is your contribution to me, for me and you together to continue this work for the upliftment of all of humanity. Because our desire is to get rid of all form of mental slavery. And that is why I give you a $20 course that is called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And it is to point you to focus within, to discover the sun that is within you. Because as you can see, the sun on the outside, whatever it shines upon, it brings forth bountifully. For the sun is what powers all of humanity and give all of humanity its energy. And you're told that the Lord thy God is actually a sun and a shield, and no good thing will he withhold from you. Your soul man will never withhold any good thing from you. The G-man that is in you will never withhold any good thing from you. And it's a sun, it's a light, it's your soul body, your invisible self, Okay? So you need to tap into the invisible world and understand why Malachi chapter 4 and verses 2 says that the sun, the S-U-N, not a S-O-N of 2,000 years ago, that is idolatry, okay? Because no S-O-N can ever exist unless there first be the S-U-N, okay? So it says that the sun, the S-U-N of righteousness shall arise in you, not outside of you, in you with what? Healing in his wing. So true healing and righteousness can only be found within you, which means that righteousness is a discovery. And that is why true salvation is self-realization. So tap in to your melanin sun that is within. So if you feel strongly to listen to those videos, I'll definitely encourage you to do so. At this time, I just want to say peace. Love you all. I'm out.